too, Mum. Well done for fasting 2 whole weeks of Ramadan. Have you read it?
No.
Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak. I hope you guys are well, inshallah. I hope your Ramadan is going really well. May our fasting and our prayers be accepted. Last year you may have seen a video where my mum actually fasted with me. She did 1 day of Ramadan and she got so sick. She had to go to bed, she had a really bad headache, and it just didn't go well for her at all. But she wanted to do it with me to support me. She really struggled with it, bless her. This year, as you've probably seen, we've been doing a little bit of travelling during Ramadan. We've been going around some countries in Southeast Asia, and before we went on our travels, I said to my mum, do you think you want to join in Ramadan with me this year? Do you think you maybe want to do a day or a couple of days more than you did last year? And she said no, because she really wasn't well last year. She didn't want to do it. And I said, okay, that's absolutely fine, obviously, no problem at all. And then literally a couple of days before our travels, she phoned me and she said, I've been thinking about it, and during the time I'm traveling with you in Ramadan, I'm going to fast with you. And I said to her, are you sure? You don't need to do that. I mean, you got so sick last time, you don't want to be sick again when we're traveling. And she was really determined to do it this year. She said she'd had a good think about it and it was something that she really wanted to do. So for me, that was really amazing news. It's been so nice to have her fast with me. My mum is just the kindest person, and ever since I was born, she's always put me before herself, and she always thinks about everybody else around her before herself. So I wanted to do something nice for her for fasting this month of Ramadan, and I've decided to get her a wee surprise. Me and my mum love to travel together, and we plan to visit as many countries as we can. We would love to be able to complete all of Europe, so I've bought her a wee European trip. I really wish I could have got her so much more because she really does deserve it, but I thought it'd be something quite nice, just a wee Ramadan gift for her doing so well. She has actually done so well fasting this year. She has found it easier than I have. This is my 3rd Ramadan, and Ramadan is such a mentally and physically challenging time. There's so many blessings in the month of Ramadan, but I'm not going to pretend like it's easy, because it's far from easy. And for my mum to not even get sick at all, she's really enjoyed it. She takes it so seriously as well. She's been getting up every day with me for suhoor. She's dead precise on her timings and things. I just pray, inshallah, that Allah guides her one day. I can show her as many videos and we can react together and we can travel together to Muslim countries, but there's only so much I can do, and without Allah's will, that's all I can do really. So I just pray one day that He does guide her, inshallah. Please keep her in your du'as. My mum has actually gone out just now for a little walk around the apartment complex. She hates being stuck in one room at one time, so she's gone for a little walk while I've started this video. I'm going to get her to come back in, and I'm going to ask her about how her Ramadan has went and how she's found doing it and things, and then I will give her her gift. I'm so excited to see her reaction. Mum's come back in from her walk around the apartment block
For about the 20th time.
I was telling them that you can't stay in one place at one time, you have to keep going.
I know. My legs aren't good if I don't. I think they go like that.
You need to be walking. This is going to be the last day that you're fasting with me.
Oh.
Because our trip has come to an end, unfortunately. We are heading home tomorrow. How have you found it? I can't believe how well you've done.
I knew I would do, if I say I'm doing something, I'd do it.
You're very determined.
Because I don't want to fail at anything. When I back off from stuff, it's because I know I'm not going to be able to do it. But no, most things I do, don't I?
I was saying to them that when last year you did 1 day, you got really sick. Remember, you had to go to bed, you had a really bad headache.
Yeah.
And then this year I said to you, are you going to join in? Maybe you could do a couple more days. And you says, no, you don't think you're going to do it. And then it was literally a couple of days before the trip, you phoned me and you said, I've decided, I've been thinking about it. I'm going to fast with you for the time that I'm away.
Well, there was a few reasons for that, but because you had put so much effort into planning everything. It wasn't just like going away and booking a flight and a flight back. It was a lot of, it's like coordinating you were doing, wasn't you? Getting everything together and working it all out, and it wasn't easy. I thought then, well, the least I can do is just fit in with you and do what you're doing. And I thought you would really like that.
It has been really nice.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have expected you to do it. I'd only asked you if you wanted to do maybe a couple of days just to try it again, but I didn't expect you would do the whole thing with me. I knew that you probably wouldn't eat until the evening time because you don't really eat, you only eat really one meal a day.
Yes.
But the coffee, I thought you would just drink that as normal.
I know, and at each place, hotel we've stayed in, as soon as the time, and I've done it dead to the time, and even one night, I didn't have my alarm on, but you did, and we only had
A couple of minutes.
And I made 2 cups of
She's
coffee.
down in the burning herself.
And the mouth was sore because I knew that I need to have some coffee, otherwise I worry that I would.
But I was saying to them as well, like, how seriously you've been taking it. So we've been waking up for sahur together each morning, and you do it till dead on the minute, and you're really strict about it. And then when we break the fast, it's dead on the minute again. You've never once just said, oh, well, you know, I'm not properly doing Ramadan. Do you know what I mean? I can just have the last coffee or whatever. You've done it, you know, completely.
Because that'd be rude to you. It'd be so easy. That night when I was drinking 2 cups at the same time, I did think, oh, come on, Maxine, just like cut yourself a bit of salad, and it doesn't matter if it's a win over. But it does, because I'll be annoyed then. So, like I say, get annoyed at myself for just. So no, I would have been annoyed at myself, and I would have let you down.
How have you found it anyway? These couple of weeks fasting, how have you found it?
It's good, easy. I mean, it's been hot countries we're in, isn't it?
There has been a couple of days that you've been a bit tired and things, but I mean...
Well, that was not really down to Ramadan. That was down to me following the Champions League.
Yeah, so actually Mum got up for sahur and then she just stayed up all day, and I says, what you do, you need to go back to bed, get some rest. And then I don't really want to go out in the morning and then be out until iftar at night, so I try and plan the day where we go out maybe in the afternoon, because obviously it is very hot as well. Each country we've been to, it's been about 30 degrees, so it is quite hot.
Yes.
But what do you think of Ramadan? Do you think that it's like a special month? What are your feelings about it?
It is. Encourages you to be strong about things and keep to your plans.
How do you find doing Ramadan in a Muslim country? So we're all sitting down together, like that day we were in the restaurant and we're counting down and then we all eat at the same time. How do you find that? Do you think it's like a nice feeling that we're all doing it together?
It's like camaraderie, isn't it? So it's people following something that you're all following. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely to see. It's lovely to see, and I respect everybody that that's doing it and they're passionate about it.
Yeah. While we've been on this trip as well, we've visited a lot of mosques as well. So what's your opinion being on the mosques over this side of the world?
They're lovely, but we've often gone to many mosques, haven't we, when we travel? And it's just lovely to see the different styles and locations. I like to see as well, especially more so in Ramadan than ordinary travelling. You all have like a wee nod of the head to each other. It's like you've got that general unity on what you do. It's even stronger when you're in Ramadan, the kindness of people. And
it's not just fasting from food and water. There's also a big part of charities. You've got to be giving in charity. There's actually a percentage of your yearly kind of money that you have, and it goes through to property, gold, anything like this all needs to be calculated at the end, and you need to give a percentage to charity. So there's a lot more things in Ramadan. Have you found as well that during the day you'll be tired and hungry and thirsty or whatever, and then when it gets to iftar time you literally have one sip of water in one day and you feel full, you feel grateful.
It tastes better. But because I do that a lot just myself. I feel I don't want to, at my age, I don't want to overeat and eat foods that's not that great for you. I'm not a freak about it, but as you know, but your food just tastes so much better, doesn't it?
And you feel grateful as well, don't you? You feel grateful. What would you say to the people that might say, oh, you're stupid for doing Ramadan, it's so bad for you, can you not even drink water, it's so unhealthy? What would you say to these people?
Well, have they tried it themselves? Probably not. And they're just looking in. at their, and everything we do in life we base on our own experiences, because that's how we know how things, you know, how people feel and that, isn't it? And so I think if you've never done it, well, you don't know, you should try it. That's what you should do. You people out there that if you want to know why, try it.
So what do you think next year then? Are you going to give it another go?
Yeah, I would.
You've
Yes,
mastered
I would.
it this year.
I wouldn't do it if I was just on my own at home. I hope did I make it feel a little bit better?
Yeah, you did. I was
Because-
saying that it's so nice to have you fasting with me this time that we're away, because it's quite lonely if you're getting up for suhoor just by yourself and then breaking your fast just by yourself, but you joining in with me this year has been really, really lovely, so thank you for doing that.
I think it was yesterday, we were in a taxi and I started counting out the hours to when it was time to eat, and it was 7 hours, and I thought, wow. I thought, crikey, that's a long time, isn't it? And then I mentioned it to you, and I said, I'm not going to look at the watch, you know, and you just try to just put it at the back of your mind when you think about people in the world that are starving, you know what I mean? What if they've not got a choice? As it's getting closer and you start watching time, you start getting excited,
Yeah,
like
you
it's
do.
a really happy event, and
And
you're
then literally like
excited.
that, within 1 minute, you just feel completely satisfied. You just think, what was I doing all day? Like thinking, I need water, I need, you know, something to eat. But there's so many people in the world that are fasting, and when it comes to iftar time, they don't have anything to break their fast. And it's so sad to think about these people. Thank you for doing Ramadan with me. I really appreciate
Rebecca,
it.
thank you to bring me to these lovely Muslim countries.
Oh, have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a different world, isn't it? People, and on a travelling note, they just don't know. If you can afford and you're fortunate, just do it. You know, it is
this part of the
amazing.
world is definitely my favourite place to travel. You know, we've been to quite a lot of countries together, but Asia has never disappointed me. I've just always loved to hear the people, and everything are just fantastic. But one thing before we end the video, I just want to say a wee thank you, and I got you a wee gift for doing so well.
Don't be daft. You shouldn't have done
You
that.
don't know what it is, it's just a card.
You shouldn't have. Oh. I left my tissue over there. Thank you, sweetie.
You don't know what it is yet.
Got my glasses. You read it for me. You read it for me. Sorry.
Okay, so say so proud of you in the front. And then it says Ramadan Mubarak, and it says, to Mum, well done for fasting 2 whole weeks of Ramadan. Have you read it?
No.
I'm so proud of you because you did so well. I've booked us a wee trip to Iceland from Wednesday.
When?
From Wednesday the 14th of May to the 17th. Pack your fluffy socks, love, Rebecca.
Honestly. Oh, that's so lovely. I hadn't read any of it. I thought, I can't read that at a pace you want me to read it. That's why I got you to. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Why have you done that?
For doing well for Ramadan, I wanted to get you a wee gift.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. You and me.
Yeah.
Thank you. My very best friend in the whole world. She was sent to me, wasn't she? Unfortunately, this is what you got lumbered with.
Thank you guys for watching, and Ramadan Mubarak.
Bye, thank you.